Good morning, guys. It's our last day of the Southwest Coastal Path. We're just packing up now. Going to leave this lovely campsite here at Porth Joke, or Polly Joke as it's known. We've only got 9 miles to walk back through along to Hollywell Bay, then Porth, Trevaunance, and then back to Trevaunance and St Agnes, obviously where we live. So it's quite sad, really, putting the tent down for the final time, isn't it? She's been a good old tent, yeah.
You meant me.
Oh yeah. So yeah, putting the tent down. The tent's been brilliant. I mean, when you think of it, we've had roughly 3 months. Yeah, getting on for 3 months in that tent. So anyway, we're going to quickly pack up before it rains again, and we'll see you again when we get down to the coast path. Okay guys, we're just leaving Higher Moor campsite, which is about a 1/4 mile up the footpath from Polly Joke, Porth Joke. Highly recommend it. Really nice, friendly, clean showers,
yeah.
Wonderful.
All good.
Flat pitches.
Flat pitches, lovely pitches.
Lovely flat pitches. Okay, let's get down to the coast path. Okay guys, just reflecting on the walk we've done, which is the Southwest Coastal Path, as you know, 630 miles. It's taken us about nearly 3 months to do, hasn't it? But we were saying last night, it really doesn't feel that we've walked 630 miles. Yes, we've walked 630 miles, but it doesn't feel like we've done 630 miles. We've only done 620.
Yeah, that's probably why we haven't done 630. But no, it's only one day at a time.
Yeah, I think that's what makes it doesn't feel like a mammoth task.
No. And we had a break in the middle, didn't we?
We have had a 6-week break in between doing the part 1 down to Bournemouth or Poole from St Agnes until we then went up to Minehead to do the next section back down to St Agnes. But yeah, it's a bit sad in a way as well. We're kind of a bit like not sure. We're kind of looking forward to getting back home, but it's been a long time away. And
yeah, and I think the last week we've had to adjust the mileage to fit the amount of days we had given ourselves.
Yeah,
because we're back to work next week.
Yeah, so we wanted to finish up this week, the weekend, and it meant kind of we'd put a lot of big miles in previous, so that meant that the last few days have been literally down to 7 miles. Yeah. And we even have 1 day spare, so we've just holed up overnight for 2 nights back at the campsite there.
But the weather was the weather was bad yesterday.
The weather was bad, yeah, so it wasn't good walking weather. So no. Anyway, let's press on and then we'll just reflect as we go. Just thinking of if I had any advice, or we had any advice for anyone wanting to carry their tent and carrying everything to do this big coast path. Travel light. You don't need a lot. I think we unfortunately we had the lockdown to contend with at the beginning of May, so we couldn't go out before to try out any stuff, any equipment, try out if we needed, you know, what we needed really. So we basically researched on YouTube, bought a load of stuff, packed it, and then carried it, didn't we? So the problem was then is that you couldn't really change things, and it was more difficult. So we didn't have a chance to actually, you know, try things out. But we've managed. But like I said, a little bit of advice would be just get lightweight stuff. Keep as light as you can, because every ounce, gram, kilogram, pound it does count. Okay guys, last day of walking the coastal path. Approximately 9 miles to St Agnes and our final destination. So, back on the coast path.
Back on the trail. For the last time ever. Okay guys, looking down on Hollywell Bay and sweeping round, we're just at our first sight of Poole Rocks, which are straight out there, which is a sign that we're getting closer to home, as they're situated just off the coastline at St Agnes. Straight up, I suppose. Straight in there.
Yeah.
We didn't have to walk up it.
We love a bit of sand dune walking. Oh! Bloody hell! Frighten the life out of us! Woo! Bloody hell, I'm not glad I have my reinforced pants on. Okay guys, just made it down into Hollywell Bay, and we're hoping the pub's going to be open. We're not going to have a beer, well I don't know, we might do, but I do fancy a coffee and a cake.
In a pub?
Yeah, I know, I'm changed my ways. No Thatchers for me today. I just fancy a nice bit of carrot cake and a nice an Earl Grey perhaps. fed and watered. Now leaving Hollywell Bay. Stuck to our promise and had a coffee with cake. Julie had a tea cake. No Thatchers. I don't think she feels very well. Hi guys, looking back up the coast towards Hollywell Bay. You can see Borden Rocks over there behind me now. St Agnes just tucked in there, and then Porth. So we're nearing home. Everything we can see now down the coast path, really, we've walked. So all down there, we've walked earlier in May and June. Now just got to walk along Porth Sands and back to St Agnes. But first of all, we've got to go in Spoons and have a nice pint. Goes. Oh my god. Trying to get some photographs of the beach and the bloody helicopters keeps flying in. Okay, just coming down onto Porth Sands, or into Porth. I think we've just been on the sands anyway at Penhell. Just what I can see across the road.
I know, I'm already there.
I can see it. It's only the Green Parrot. We're nearly at the Green Parrot.
But it's closed.
No.
Yeah.
Blasphemy. 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 Rat. There she blows, Dolly. Mine's up shandy. That's better. Come on, we got to get home. Okay, we've been fed and watered. Well, we've been watered. Now the final 4 miles. We can do this. Upon leaving Porth, we were approached by some local guides inquiring into why we were carrying the rucksacks. On hearing our news that we'd nearly completed the southwest coastal path, they insisted that we join them for some celebratory drinks. What lovely guys. Okay guys, just leaving Porth. Legs are a bit wobbly, but I think that's down to the bottle of Prosecco we've just guzzled. Anyway, next stop, St. Agnes. Okay, there she blows in the background, St. Agnes behind us. Literally a quarter of a mile to go. Just gonna drop down to Trevaunance and we're more or less done. Okay, this is our last hill. Coming out of Trevaunance up to the cliff tops. This is the last, very last hill, and I'm so happy.
Easy peasy. We do
Easy-
this every day.
Easy peasy, look at this. Nearly there. Here we go.
You've been saying that since
Nearly there.
Or
6
are we
weeks.
there yet?
6 weeks later. Aren't we there yet?
Nearly there.
Okay guys, there's our finish point down there. There's 2 benches. That's where we started all those weeks, months ago. Come on. Woo! We're arguing now who's going to be first through the finish point. But we've got to do it together, but the path is too narrow.
So you're going to go first?
No, I'm not. We'll cross over.
We can,
Oh, cheats don't prosper, Julie.
like,
Okay.
if you carry my shoe, you'll get there before your foot.
Come on. No cheating. No cheating, Julie. Julie wants to be first. Here we are.
Oh, what are you doing here?
We say we should have got some ribbon.
Oh,
Ah.
Yeah.
Woo.
oh, you
Ah. All right. Ah.
We thought we were late.
Ah.
Nice to see you.
Ah. Right. Okay, we've done it. Julie's walked 630, I've walked 631 miles. Hey!
Sorry, we didn't mean to show off.
Don't want to spoil your moment there.
You show off. Oh.
Well, as you can see, we celebrated at our finish point, continuing to celebrate along with friends and family well into the night.
Our adventure on the Southwest Coastal Path started at the beginning of May 2021 when we left our home in St Agnes and set out to join the coastal path just above Trevaunance Cove. We reached the official end point of the path at the beginning of July. That was 430 miles for us. We then returned home to Aggie for the summer and a well-earned rest. But come September, we headed to Minehead to continue our journey towards St Agnes, thus completing the whole 630 miles.
So guys, if you're thinking of attempting to walk the Southwest Coastal Path, just do it. You'll never regret it. Well, we hope you enjoyed watching our adventure. So
Thanks for watching.
Bye.